Right, let's look at the weekly anticipation. First of all, the past week, remember that specific line up we've drawn there on the 140 mark, and that was exactly what happened. That candle was indicative that we're going to see a retest of the 21 at least. And then eventually it came a little bit lower. So currently there was a bounce of it. You remember, or you can see that we are more or less in that up move again. If this was a true breakout of that specific trend line, let's just see from where it comes. It's not that long. Let me just do that, just to see. You see, I never had that in place. That makes a bit more sense. You see, that's why that was resistance also. I slipped up last week. I should have seen that. That's why that was nice resistance there. So currently we are in the short term, so I think we can remove that and make this our resistance level there. So this is still within this move up here. So maybe a retest up there. Difficult to say that trend line, whether it's right there or there. But the 140 is definitely at this stage some resistance there. So I can't really at this stage. My anticipation here is not really. I like that sort of railway pattern there. That's normally indicative of going in that direction because of the red-green situation, the down up. You can see there it was on the 89, there it attempted to come back to the 89, and now it came back to the 21. So to me this is an established maybe move back upwards. So I'll anticipate a move through that 139 level. Let's see. But we must never forget, you know, we talked about the possibility then at that stage it was not yet divergence, but with that candle there, there's definitely divergence that took place there. Another reason why that was a very good place to come short, to trade to the short side. There was just too many things coming together there. Divergence, it's a 142 as well as a trend line. That's why that was a very good trade to come short here. Currently, let's see whether we're going to see an up move during the week and maybe a break of that top trend line. The British pound did exactly as we anticipated. You remember we talked about this divergence as well, and especially that piece there, and then that candle. You remember I said after that little spinner there, that candle is going to be important, if I remember correctly. That was really the case, and then the price came back testing this. I've lowered this a little bit. I think it was up there, but I just went back in time. You can see there's a little bit lower, but there you can see it is nicely, and there is nicely as well. So the resistance is good on the trend line. I think there it was support, and we might get support here as well. So I'm anticipating a move back up. But should it turn around, remember we are in the rules now. We had an up run. It closed below the 21. It can pull back to the 21 and then come down to the 89. Just remember that as well. Or also a retest of this, maybe going back up, a retest of this. So wait for it. Don't jump the gun. Wait for it to show it cards. If it comes down nicely from the 21, you know that the 89 is going to be the next one. But should this find nice support, pull back to the 21 and go back up, then you know that we are on a move back upwards. The Swissy, a lot of emotion. You can see it there. I'm actually quite surprised to see that. So currently also struggling against the 21 resistance. Might see a retest of this piece here, and then a possibility of a breakdown. Don't forget that if that is really resistance, I think we're going to see a test of this bottom trend line. And if it goes through, you see there's no divergence yet. Price is coming down slightly, and now there's divergence between there and there. But you can see it struggles to go up. So again, that spinner, that one, anticipate a test of this bottom trend line. US dollar Japanese yen, I was quite surprised to see it turn around after that. I really was anticipating a test here. It eventually did test it, but I did not anticipate that move back up and then the move down. So currently with that big candle, anything can happen. So to me, I'm a bit can't really make up my mind what I'm seeing here, because it's also all zigzag across over the 89 and the 21, ignoring it totally. So those two trend lines, the one at the top and the one at the bottom, seems to be the support and the resistance. Then I must assume this to be a resistance again, because it have been in the past. So wait for a nice turnaround little candle there. You can watch, go down to the 4 hours maybe, and then have a look there. You can see what happened there. Nice engulfing coming down. Wait for a nice turnaround. But even on the 4 hour, look at all the moving averages coming together there. So you can see there's a lot of emotion involved there. So for me, this one, I'll sit on the sideline and watch it till it gets direction. This is the one that I said is going to break to the top, anticipating a break to the top, and eventually it did break down and then close inside. So the question is now, was that a false break, or is it a true break? Was it a false break to get the people in and take their stops out and then take it over, or is this a true break and get the guys trades? Because there was a lot of activity there. You can see it right over there. There was a lot of activity going on. If you look there at the top, not much going on. There at the top, little bit there at the top, we talked about it, not much going on. So is this a false or true breakout, that they get the orders, pull it back in, and then going to take it down all the way? I've drawn in that trend line because there is some support there. So just watch that. If it breaks to the top, I'll switch to the 4 hours and wait for a pullback and a move away, and then I'll get involved there and top there. So this also, you can see there's definitely something going on. So let's wait for it. Where's the 200? 200 is way down below here. So this could be, but even that is ignored. I'll wait for a close below the 89 to anticipate a move in this direction. Currently, that one, I'll also sit on the sideline waiting for it. This one, I was anticipating a retest of that upper trend line, which never happened. You can see those three spinners there, really indicating there's something coming up. Now, if you see something like that on the daily, you can mark it high, low, and then you wait for the breakout. Even if you switch to the 1 hour, let's just wait to see. So I want to show you something. There's the 1 hour breakout right over there. Right there. And you can see what they did with it. Take it back in. There it was, there it was. The top has been defined, and then it started coming down. Even the 4 hours. There's the breakout. And that's where a lot of people get taken out, because you get a breakout and then a pullback inside. I mean, there you can see it very nicely. Breakout there and that tail up there. That's why your stop, it's got to be very important where you put your stop. on breakouts. But what you could have done is waited for it, because there was the region to trade in. Remember, I talked about that. Currently at the 21, there was some, also that's a huge spinner, came below the 21 and then it pushed up, closed there. So even there, I think we are on that, on the 21. So I'm anticipating a move back up, at least right up till there. Divergence between there and there, you can see price going up, MACD coming down. So this is another region that you can wait for. But what I'll do is I'll change to the 4 hour and wait for that black move coming down towards the 89 and the 200 right over here. So that's the area, and that's the area I would like to get involved with. Right, that's it. Not an easy week in terms of, there's a lot of indecision. Right, sorry for that telephone, but it's sorted out. Right, that's it for the week. If I really have to make up and say which one I would prefer, I think I like the British pound for a bounce, and then I'll wait for the Aussie dollar, because I truly believe something is going to happen, and it might be that if you get it right, that you can be on the run, maybe for a nice run. So let's see how this week is going to play out. What I will do is, in between, in the week, if I see something, I'm not going to promise it. I'm going on a course this week, so I might have a bit of time in the afternoon, so I'll have a look and see whether I see something, and then I'll make a video again and let you people know what I see for this week coming. Right, let's hope we make some nice pips this week.